This video is long overdue. I wish, number one, for this. Honestly, my number one wish is, why won't people wear masks? I don't even want to talk about our president, but it's impossible, not to. What is supposed to happen? What are we supposed to do? I'm not helpless at all. I've been in quarantine. I've been in isolation. I have 2 master's degrees. I don't want to not speak about all of the murder that has continued for over 400 years. I exude it. I remember being in 10th grade and we had a cultural group and we made a performance and we had an empowering speaker, and we all lived through a reckoning. And I wrote a poem, and I just remember it was like, I am black, and that is all it is. I don't have to think about it or consider it. You just think about it hard and long. You just think about being black. That was 1980, I don't know if I'm looking at the camera, I swear I'm trying. 88? P? Here we are. It's just accepted that we are disrespected. As a person of color, you don't want to go out the house. You just don't want to go out the house. And then if you live in a nice neighborhood and you go out the house, you still got to deal with other shit. So, George Floyd, and watching that, and I have to say thank you, Dave Chapelle, because I finally freaking am making a video and you pushed me. Honestly, I don't know if I think I should move back. Case in point, for 2 weeks, I've had a bug bite. I had a Zoom. I had a Zoom meeting with the doctor. You can see that one knee was twice the size of the other. And it's taken 2 weeks for me to get into a doctor because no one wanted to accept my Bernie Medicaid Husky because they don't reimburse at the same levels as these commercial insurance companies. So basically what needs to happen is, if you want to have Medicare for all, you have to have Medicare. It has to pay more, or we have to look at our services. And why do our services cost so much? Everything is money. Not life. That's why New Zealand is back. Was it Florida that just had the highest cases ever? Was that today or yesterday? People are not wearing masks, and I am in an affluent area. I'm in West Hartford, Connecticut. And if you're of a certain age, and you're of the Caucasian persuasion, this is the Mecca. And I'm literally blocks from the Mecca. And you know what? Nobody's freaking wearing masks. I think I saw 12 people all day with masks on, and some of them were driving. I didn't even want to go through the center. It's crazy, and I have so much I need to say, and I've been through so much, and I'm trying to work. I've been dealing with eviction since January, and even when the pandemic started, still eviction, dealing with. I'm exhausted, and honestly, the whole thing that I really need to say, and I'm talking around it because I've been trying to say this for 6 years. I was in an abusive marriage, and my husband raped me for 14 years. A total of 16. And I went to the cops 2 years ago, and they asked him, he denied it. I had a written statement, a verbal statement. my attorney said to me, well, if he raped you, why do you want to have joint custody? I'm like, because every single lawyer has told me I can't have them. So guess what? I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired, and I need a lawyer, and I need help, because I've gone to the court, and when I was so mentally freaking messed up that I couldn't even articulate to the judge, who was, wow, we have to vote, 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 we have to vote. Listen, seriously, like, I'm not saying this for ha-has. I'm saying this because this is my life. This is my existence. And I've been so traumatized that it's been hard to hold a job. I work in aerospace. I am ethically bound to do certain things. And I had to leave companies that wanted to falsify documents for flight safety parts. The Connecticut Farmington Valley Health Department doesn't do any more than 2 inspections a year. So maybe we do have coronavirus. Or maybe we're just freaking nasty. Because I have video. Okay? So I have a lot to say, and I've been through a lot, and that's why I'm freaking look a damn mess and am stressed the hell out and sharing custody with my ex-rapist husband. I'm not crazy. I'm lucky to be alive, and I just saw Jazz Walters killed herself, and I'm thinking, wow, she had everything, and hung herself because of the pandemic and the coronas and everything else, and she's been talking about depression, and I've been doing the same damn thing. Like, the internet allows you to make cries for help, but if you don't have a network, because I don't have a network, my dad's dead, my mother's gone. So, if you want to help a sister out, seriously, I want to help all this shit with George Floyd, because I used to work in hiring in HR, so I know how they hire cops, and I know how they should hire cops, because I was blessed enough to work under an African-American woman who was incredibly intelligent and wanted diversity and understood personality studies and blah, 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 all the stuff that nobody gives a shit about that makes all the difference in the world. So when I learn how to look at the camera, it'll be better. But what I'm saying to you now is, I have no one but my children. I have held back from expressing things about their father to protect them, and it's only been enabling him to continue abusing me, and I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted, and he needs to pay the piper. Case study on these situations isn't very positive, but I'm exhausted, and I'm ready to fight. I've had time enough to be beat so hard. I just need something, anyone. I really am exhausted, and my children are everything, and there's so much more to this, and it's not just me who's been victimized. And if we're all getting honest about the cops, we've seen just in these videos that cops assault women and throw them on the ground. There were police. Remember, there was an African man in New York? I'm sorry, I don't remember his name, but the police, like, used that stick thing in his anus. Do y'all remember that? This shit's been going on a long time. I don't even think I was an adult then, but I remember it. So we need to fix this now. Excuse the profanity, but I'm tired. I'm fucking tired.